I actually got interested in the Eco Drive technology because I read this in this magazine, Watch Time. It's actually quite a cool magazine, and they have like this big article about the Citizen watch company. That's the boss. That's the big man. And actually the article is about how he's redefining Citizen, and they actually recently bought some higher-end mechanical Swiss watchmaking companies. So they're not just only like, you know, quartz-driven cheap Japanese watches. They're actually building up the technology. And if you can just see here, what really got me interested is that this one says Eco Drive. So what is this Eco Drive, I was thinking. And well, I was looking for some, let me just put down the magazine, some cool, you know, summer watches, not too expensive, at around below $200, maybe just $100, $150, $160. And I got into looking at the Citizen, and I wanted really to try an eco-driven watch. I think the technology is really cool. You put in solar panels in the dial of the watch, so it can absorb the light energy and keep going. And actually, this baby, it's a diving watch. It's a Promaster diving watch from Citizen, and like you can see, it says Eco Drive, and this is driven by solar. And actually, when I got it, it was really trying to keep going. Let's just look at it. When I got it, it was really trying to get going, and actually a cool feature, if it's almost out of energy, the second hand will jump 2 seconds at a time. So actually I thought it was broken when I got it, and I was really, oh, I got a broken watch, I need to send it back. But it's actually a warning system saying you need to put me into the light. So I tried to put it under some fluorescent light, because when I got it, it was dark here, and I wanted to get it going, and nothing happened. So I was just like, okay, fuck it. Let's just see what happens tomorrow. And actually we have some sun. So I put the watch in the sun, and it took like 20 minutes, and it was ticking away so beautifully. So the Eco Drive is actually in the dial, the solar panels, and actually this watch can keep going for 6 months without light. In one full charge, I can just put it in my drawer or in my closet, and it would, when I take it out before 6 months, maybe just one day before, it's going. It's still ticking away. I think that's really, really cool. And actually Citizen, here's another one, Eco Drive. And actually Citizen, they claim that they have saved a lot, about 10 million batteries. And you know, used batteries are really, really bad for the environment. And Citizen claim that this system, which is actually like maybe a modified quartz system, it contains a battery, but this battery should last you for a lifetime. So you don't need to change batteries like in regular quartz-driven watches, so you don't need to dispose of your batteries. And you know, batteries are really bad for the environment, and why spend money and time on changing the battery if you can just get this cool watch going day after day after day, month after month after month. So that's actually the Eco Drive system. I'm not an engineer, so I can't explain how it precisely works, but I know from what I read, it harvests the sun, the light, because the bezel is actually a solar panel. So that's cool. You're running around outside in the sun, you're sitting in the sun having a nice beer or something, and actually you're wearing your own own solar panel watch. Actually, I know Seiko also has this technology, and I actually think it's just called Solar, Seiko Solar, and it's the same idea to get your watch running on solar power. So I think that's a fun thing about watches. Also, who doesn't like the mechanics of a high-end Swiss watch brand? The Rolex, this is amazing. It's so precise. It just makes love to me every day because look how smooth. Oh my God, look at the second hand. So beautiful. And of course, you should always respect and love the high-end mechanics in such a great watch as a Rolex. But I must say, being quite the watch nerd, I actually think it's really cool. You get a watch running on solar power. So what do you think? Is it cool to have a watch that's actually so high, that contains so much high-end technology that it lives on the sun, like plants and flowers and whatever? And what other cool technology do you think, or do you know of in watches? I know that there's the Seiko Solar, but is there any other cool technology? Maybe the Seiko Kinetic, which this watch doesn't care about movements. I can just shake it all day and jump up and down all day. It doesn't care. It needs light. If I take maybe this one, this Seiko Monster, which is a mechanical automatic movement, it wants to be wound by the crown. So now I'm just turning it, or it needs to be shaken. This one doesn't care. It needs sun. So what do you think? Is there any other cool technology, maybe like the Seiko Kinetic, which is actually also powered up by movement? So it's actually a quartz watch then that gets powered when you move. Let me know. I'm really curious. You guys out there, you're so into watches, and I'm just always looking to learn something cool about watches. So please leave your comment, please like, please subscribe, and I hope I will get a lot better at making these videos. And I hope we can have some really cool discussions and giving each other some good tips on cool watches and cool technology.